Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. We are your weekly source for the latest news, updates, discussions, and the time to have debates that revolve in and around the video games industry. You can be a part of the live show experience over at twitch.tv/the-impact-play by clicking on the notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for the Impact Play. I'm your host Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Yaku, and this is and welcome to our very first episode of the year, episode 82. On this latest episode of the Impact Play, we discuss Cobra Kai Season 3, a Pokemon Go, Gucci, and even North Face collab. Is Sony discontinuing every version of the PS4 except the except the Slim model? And we got our very first preview of Hitman 3, including the latest news stories affecting the gaming space. So, without further ado, we'll move on to our first segment, what we have been playing, what we have been enjoying, what are we looking forward to, and life in general, even if it doesn't revolve directly around video games. So, let's get to it. As you've been following the Twitch channel, the Impact Play's Twitch channel, I've been playing a good amount of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I've also tinkered with a couple of games as well. I've played Dragon Quest 11 S, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe something else. Give me 1 second. Let me look that up real quick. I don't have that in my notes apparently. Let's see, where are you? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Dragon Quest. I think that's the only one. And we did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch party of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions movie on Amazon Prime. So let's see. Yeah, and we played Fortnite on our community day last week, though. There was no community play day on 2 days ago on Friday because I was out of town. I made a surprise visit to New Jersey, and I just got back. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully there will be a community play night this Friday. So stay tuned for that. So it looks like that's about it on that front. And I'm definitely looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. I have that on my backlog because, of course, as we all are aware, it doesn't play well on the older consoles. Or, I'll probably get my Series X before then, hopefully so. But yeah, in the meantime, I just gotta sit back and relax, and that's about it. And I'll just tinker with all these games on Game Pass. So Game Pass is such a tremendous deal. If you want to a part of it, please be sure to do so. It costs you literal as $1 for 3 months for Game Pass Ultimate. So you'll be able to play games on the PC side, on the Xbox console if you have it. Even if you don't have either or, you could play it on your Android device and soon on iOS devices as well. So $1 will not cost you anything. You could easily cancel that after your trial is concluded. But please be advised that this is only for new subscribers only. And this is not an ad as well. This is just me showcasing a tremendous deal with you all to share it with you guys, with our community. So, I guess without further ado, let's get into the gaming news side of things, folks. Let's see, what do we have first on the list? Well, not gaming news, but I guess and media news. We'll get into this first. We got an early look of WandaVision. It's a brand new Marvel series that kind of takes... If you guys remember those old black and white shows, that's what this is. From the past. This comedy. It's a comedy type show. So there are a couple of trailers. Actually, there's only one trailer if I'm not mistaken. It's an old sitcom, in other words. But if you guys want to look that up, be sure to do so. Of course, I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but yeah. And next we have Cobra Kai Season 3. And this, I believe, was a couple days ago on Netflix. But yeah, I have that on my list as well. Have you guys watched it? Let me know in chat. Let me know by sending Streeter Mail and in our Discord community. So, I guess that's it for the multimedia or entertainment, I should say. So let's go into the gaming news side, the gaming news actually side of things. So, this is an article coming from Gematsu. Yeah, that's a new one. Gematsu. Okay. Nintendo has entered into an agreement to acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of the Vancouver, Canada-based Next Level Games to make it a wholly owned subsidiary. The company announced the acquisition is expected to close on March 1st. Next Level Games has developed a number of Nintendo titles in the past, including Super Mario Circus for GameCube, Mario Circus Charged and Punch Out for Wii, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, and Metroid Prime Federation Forces for 3DS, and even Luigi Mansion 3. Excuse me. Next Level Games is a video game development company based in. We know about that. We know about that. So, this is such a tremendous acquisition, and it's better for Nintendo because they've developed such a tremendous game, which most recently Luigi's Mansion 3, and it did such a tremendous job. It was one of the top played games in the charts, and this isn't much of a surprise because gaming companies, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, what have you, like Sony acquired Insomniac, the development studio behind Spider-Man. So if they're developing such tremendous games and you've been like pretty much working for years, it's not a surprise if you're working into if you already have a partnership, that will lead hopefully to an acquisition. So next on the list, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Apex developer Respawn Entertainment is working on a brand new IP. According to a job listing, it has now been deleted, and this is coming from Games Radar. Earlier, Video Games Chronicle spotted a job listing on Respawn Entertainment's website that made mention of a brand new IP. The job in question would require the individual to work with a small incubation team that Respawn is putting together internally to develop a brand new property. Whatever the project is or ends up being, it's undoubtedly in the very earlier stages of development. So don't be surprised if you don't get any sort of announcement in the next year or so, because this is literally in the brainstorming stages. But yeah, Apex did such a tremendous job, like literally at launch. I was one of the very first ones to play it, and I've enjoyed my time. Okay, let's see what else we got on the list, folks. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go is giving out limited edition avatar items in a collaboration with Gucci and the North Face, but you have to head out to real life Gucci locations to get them. The limited time collaboration between Niantic, the North Face, and Gucci collection brings trainer gear based on t-shirts, hats, and backpacks to the game, all of which can be claimed for free by visiting Pokestops at Gucci stores or pins. There are over 100 of these Pokestops around the world right now. You can check out the official site, but I'm surprised. Like this is only the beginning of collaborations. I believe they did one with a fashion designer earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, if not last year. I'm sorry, the year before, but yeah. Okay. Speaking of Niantic, Niantic has announced the acquisition of community gaming platform Mayhem for an undisclosed amount. The San Francisco gaming startup will bring its social gaming experience to the Pokemon Go developer, with a Niantic spokesperson confirming to GamesIndustry.biz that the majority of the team would be joining its product engineering organization. This is coming from GamesIndustry.biz. Through our games, many Niantic explorers have found incredible meaning in playing and interactive with other explorers, said Niantic CEO John Hanke in a blog post announcing the acquisition. They create memories make friends, and end up with some amazing stories to tell. We look forward to. So Mayhem was founded in 2017, creating an online platform for gamers to organize tournaments, leagues, and other game formats around social communities. So it looks like that's the first in a long list of acquisitions. So next we have Sony Interactive Entertainment has discontinued all but one model of the PlayStation 4 in Japan. VGC, citing Japanese publisher Game Watch, reports that only PS4, the platform holder will continue to sell in its home market, is the black 500 gigs slim model. All others, including the white 500 gigs and all 1 terabyte editions, plus the PS4 Pro, will become unavailable once current stocks have been sold. Production is instead shifting to the recently launched PlayStation 5, and this is no surprise at all. Sony and Microsoft want you to hop on to the latest models of their consoles as fast as possible. So as soon as their stock sells out of the previous models, they will continue it. The discontinuation will follow suit. Not right away, but in steps. But yeah, this honestly isn't a surprise at all. All right, now we go on to Hitman, a series of. Wait, what's this? Oh, this isn't it. Wait, hold on. What's this? Oh, wait, this is about Project 007. This isn't a series of new job listings as Hitman developer IO Interactive suggests that the studio's upcoming game, James Bond game, is still in the very earliest stages of development. 14 new job listings attached to Project 007 were recently posted to the developer's website, with roles ranging from specialist animation all the way up to gameplay director, while roles like AI programmer, rigger, and gameplay animator are the kind of job you could expect IO to bring to hiring for throughout the development process. Others suggest that the company is still looking for members of staff process. But yeah, that's essentially it. Uh, Hopefully we'll get more information about this. Okay, my bad. Let's see. What's this? Oh yeah, I do have it. Okay, nice. Oh, it works. Okay, and now we go on to our Hitman 3 preview. The series masters its craft and is coming from Windows Central. It's been close to 5 years since Hitman creator IO Interactive reinvented its signature stealth series, adopting all new episodic format in the name of replayability. It was a move that aimed to bring long-term value to a traditionally one-time single-player experience, with each locale now a mini open world brimming with opportunities for espionage, while the follow-up dropped the piece-by-piece delivery. Its action still retained the player choice that made its reboot so compelling. Hitman 3 acts as the third and final entry in what's described as the World of Assassination trilogy, further advancing those same fundamentals as the studio masters its craft. The underlying gameplay remains mostly unchanged, but the execution has been refined into cinematic symphony. After playing Hitman 3 for a few hours ahead of launch, we think this could all make for the best Hitman experience to date, and as a final outing to remember. And of course, we're gonna leave the spoiler free. I'm not even gonna read this myself. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this game as well. And speaking of Hitman 3, we got a new trailer that shows off stealth violence in VR. Hitman 3 arrives later this month, and as long as you have a PS VR headset, you'll be able to execute some unfortunate souls in, in virtual reality for the first time in the series. In first person perspective. has Agent 47, of course. So if you own the first two games, Hitman 3 allows you to pull in locations from them, meaning that you can play the entire Hitman trilogy in VR. It's unclear whether PC players will eventually be able to play in first-person mode with a VR headset too. If you don't have PSVR, you'll still be able to test your assassination skills once it launches on January 20th, so 10 days from this live recording on January 10th. Alright, now let's go on to some more Cyberpunk news. And it's coming from GamesRadar.com. Alright, I see the Project Red official has stepped in to deny a forum post in which a supposed Cyberpunk 2077 developer spoke out against management and detailed further plans for the game. The forum post itself appeared on game FAQs back in December of 2020 of last year, shortly after Cyberpunk 2077 first launch. The forum post is extremely lengthy, and the supposed developer at CD Projekt Red speaks out about how they're hearing about a No Man's Sky style comeback due in late June, as well as detailing supposed cut content from the game, including a vast on-the-ground area. Yes, previously a CD Projekt Red official debunked the information from the supposed developer on the official CD Projekt forums. We usually do not comment on rumors, the post reads, but this is simply not true. But this isn't surprising, as they will be making a comeback hopefully once they fix these down playability on these older consoles. In my opinion, this game shouldn't have been released on these older consoles, but like I said before, I said this over and over again, that you can't just leave millions of players out of experiencing this new game, even though their experience isn't great, but you can't leave them out of it completely, because not a lot of people were able to hop on to the next generation, including myself, simply because there are many reasons. Consoles were sold out day one. It's still hard to find one even now, and there's even rumor that maybe that full restocks won't happen until later on in the the second quarter of this year, or the end of the first quarter. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But I definitely have it on my. I said it before earlier in this episode that it's on my backlog, and I'm definitely gonna go back to it to fully experience it. But now, even after the first two updates, it still wasn't enough for me to have an okay time. I just couldn't enjoy it. So yeah. So Minecraft Earth's days are numbered, as Mojang today announced it is releasing the mobile AR game's final update and will be sunsetting it's entirely later this year. And this comes from GamesIndustry.biz. Minecraft Earth was designed around free movement and collaboration play, two things that have become near impossible in the current global situation. As a result, we have made the difficult decision to reallocate our resources to other areas that provide value to the Minecraft community, and to end support for Minecraft Earth in June of 2021. The game's final update adds new content, removes real money transactions, and reduces the time and virtual currency cost for crafting and items. And honestly, this wasn't surprising, because Pokemon Go was truly the first not VR, AR game. And ever since its launch, millions of players have been playing even now until this day, and they made billions of dollars even this year alone in COVID times. All right, and speaking of billions of dollars being spent, here's another article coming from GamesIndustry.biz. Digital game spending grew 12% year over year in 2020, reaching $127 million across mobile, PC, and console. According to SuperData's year in review report, $73.8 billion of digital spending occurred on mobile, while $19.7 billion was on console and $33.1 billion was spent on PC. In addition, gaming video content brought and $9.3 billion in XR spending, reaching $6.7 billion. Free-to-play games generated the majority of digital revenues at $98.4 billion, or even 75 to 78% of the total, and has increased 9% year over year. And the top earners are Call of Duty Modern Warfare at 1.91 billion, FIFA 20 at 1.08 billion, Grand Theft Auto 5 at 911 million, NBA 2K21 at 889 million, NBA 2K20 at 771 million. We have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War at 678 million, Emerald Crossings New Horizon at 654 million. Sorry. Cyberpunk 2077 609 million, The Sims 4 462 million, and Doom Eternal at 454 million. And in the top and the highest earners in the free to play category are as follows: Honor of Kings at 2.25 billion, Peacekeeper Elite at 2.32 billion, Roblox 2.29 billion, Free Fire 2.13 billion, Pokemon Go nearly 2 billion at 1.92 billion, League of Legends 1.75 billion, Candy Crush Saga 1.66 billion, AFK Arena 1.45 billion, Gardenscapes New Acres 1.43 billion, and Dungeon Fighter Online at 1.41 billion. Like I said, mobile game is going up. All right, let's see what we got next on this list here. Netflix is ending Wii U 3DS support on June 30th. The app was removed from the eShop on December 31st, and previous customers can still re-download the app if they so choose. But this is surprisingly, these are all older consoles, or should I say handhelds. But what's surprising is, if Netflix plays on these two older handhelds, they should play on the Nintendo Switch, because then the Switch has Hulu, it has YouTube, but for somehow Netflix has been MIA. Hopefully, this means that it'll be there soon. Like I said previously, only time will tell. Like honestly. All right, now Twitch has announced it will remove the Pogchamp emote from its website following a tweet by the person it depicts. The emote shows that the face of professional Street Fighter player Ryan Gutex Gutierrez, and it's often used around surprising moments in live streams, especially in fighting games. However, it was removed from the leading streaming site following tweets made by Gutierrez during the previous events in Washington D.C., and we're not going to go into that incident further. Let me see something. I believe they made a change for that Pogchamp. It's gonna be I think like every 24 hours it's gonna rotate around streamers to highlight the latest streamer. Yeah. See, in the latest tweet by Twitch, today's Pogchamp couldn't be shiny, we chose your reversal. So this means that it's gonna rotate. It's gonna showcase a streamer every 24 hours. Alright. And Roblox is going public, but it's not taking the normal IPO route. Instead, it's going via a direct listing. It's coming from gamesindustry.biz. Roblox is reportedly preparing to go public through a direct listing rather than an IPO, as was initially planned. As reported by Reuters, the company recently completed a new Series H fundraising round worth around $520 billion, led by Time Eater Capital and Dragonino Investment Group. This new influx of funding brings the company's valuation to around $29.5 billion. But yeah, that's about it, essentially. And let's see, we're on roadtovr.com, and this latest article is around Oculus Quest 2. And you look back at 2020, Facebook Labs had Facebook Reality Labs had Andrew Busworth revealed that the Quest 2 quietly celebrated a few new milestones shortly after its October 13th launch. In a new blog post, Bosworth said that despite the need for social distancing in 2020, it's actually been a pretty great year for the company in terms of growing virtual reality. VR had a tremendous year. Oculus Quest 2 is our fastest growing VR headset thanks to the convergence of leading VR form factors at the content built by our development community. He didn't mention any hard figures, of course. But he did say that Quest 2 numbers has since surpassed Quest 1's record high number of monthly active users. But yeah, it's not surprisingly. But me, I was gonna hop on it when it was first released, but I decided to wait off until VR is where I want it to be, as an SAO route or even a Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains route, where or even a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions route, where it's true VR, a true VR experience, next generation VR experience. So hopefully this blurs the line even further, but I feel like we're not a long way away, but we're getting there eventually. But I can't tell from this. I feel like we're getting there. We're getting, but hopefully we'll make some leaps in technology innovation soon in the VR space. Alrighty, here's the last article from GamesIndustry.biz. Epic Games announced that it has acquired Rad Game Tools. The Kirkland, Washington-based outfit offers a variety of programs for the game developers, including the Bink Video Codec, Huro data compression, and telemetry performance visualization. Members of the RAD team will partner closely with Epic's rendering animation, insights, and audio teams, integrating key tech improvements across Unreal Engine and beyond, Epic said. RAD and Epic combining forces will allow even more developers access to tools that make their games load and download faster and offer their players a better, higher quality video gaming experience. But like I said, partnerships are the first step of acquisitions. And earlier this week, Epic also acquired a shopping mall in North Carolina to serve as its future headquarters. And of course, they need the space, but yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this earlier. Here's a noteworthy mention. The Marvel Cinematic Universe finally reaches Disney Plus next week with the premiere of the much anticipated WandaVision. But ahead of that, the studio has released the first episodes of the show titled Marvel Studios Legends, which allow viewers to catch up on the highlights of various Marvel heroes. And the first two episodes are available now on Disney Plus. But yeah, but like I said, actually, no, it's not like I said. I'm a Marvel fan and I've watched all these movies, so I'm aware of this. But if you guys are interested in this, be sure to check this out. And next on the list, here's coming from GameSpot. Awesome Games Done Quick 2021, better known as AGDQ 2021, came to an end earlier Sunday morning, and the speedrunning marathon managed to raise big numbers to support the Prevent Cancer Foundation. In total, over $2.7 million was donated during the week-long event, and we saw some truly marvelous feats in a variety of games. The final donation total for AGDQ 2021 has raised $2,760,516.03 to be precise. But and one of these, the largest donation total came from the GameStop Quick organization itself, which donated a little over $170,000. While the shirt website, the Yeet, donated $160,000 in total. It's such a tremendous thing. This is such a tremendous feat. Gaming is making an impact beyond the space, but gaming at its core is making a difference in the real world. Alrighty, let's see. Da-da-da. Huh? We talked about this already. Oh yeah, here it is. After splashing $95 million to buy a new corporate headquarters, Fortnite studio Epic Games is spending again. This time to acquire a gaming technology company that promises to work with Epic amongst other things. Hold on, did I talk about this earlier? Give me a second. I feel like I talked about this. Let's see. And oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Okay, what else we got? Da-da-da. Yeah, I got that already. Right, okay, here it is, Rock Game. Oh no, it's different. Yeah, it's the same one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I talked about this earlier. Sorry, folks. Okay, let's see what do we got here. Steam developer Valve has begun rolling out additional support for Xbox and PlayStation controllers, giving you more customization options for input mapping. And this is a long time coming. But actually, no, I'm pretty sure this was available previously, but if the Xbox One Elite Series 2 is finally playable on Steam games, including the new Xbox S, Series S, and X controllers, and even the PS5. But yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, you could play games on this before, and I've done it previously. Oops, that's a big whoops. ¿Qué más? Ultra? Alright. UK Competition and Marketing Authority, CMA, intends to investigate NVIDIA's recent $40 million of acquisition of chipmaker ARM. NVIDIA purchased a semiconductor and software designer company in September last year for $21.5 billion in common stock and $12 billion in cash. But that now the deal is being scrutinized by the UK authorities over the effect it's going to have on competition in the UK. The CMA is likely to consider whether, following the takeover, ARM has an incentive to withdraw, raising prices to reduce the quality of its IP licensing services to NVIDIA's rivals, said CMA Chief Executive Andrea Caselio. The chip technology industry is worth billions. The CMA will begin its formal investigation later this year. And, of course, they're going to look into this and approve it or deny it, acquisition. And I talked about that already. Why do I have it twice? Okay. Last on this list, we forgot another article worth mentioning. Wait a minute. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Okay, we read this part. Oh yeah. So this is coming from GameSpot. Just okay. So Marvel's Moon Knight grabs two new directors for Disney Plus. Indie sci-fi duo Benson and Moorhead are joining the team to direct episodes. They are known for their unique style, airy and surreal sensibilities, and strong directorial voices. Though it's worth noting that they also typically handle every aspect of production on their own films, from writing to producing to editing. Moon Knight will be their very first credit solely as directors. So according to THR, Moon Knight is set to begin filming in Budapest in March. Doesn't have a release date, but hopefully we'll learn more soon, because I am excited for that as well. Another movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Alright, let's see if we have any last minute news stories or or anything headlining. Let's see. I guess this is worth noting. The official website for the Killzone franchise has been retired. While this change does not impact online multiplayer modes for Killzone games. This came from IGN as well. Let's see what else we got here. Nada. Let's see. Well, I guess Dead by Daylight is getting graphic changes and the latest update, but yeah, let's see. I'm not seeing anything that's breaking news. Well, there is something going around. I guess I could talk about this, about a apparent Starbucks and PS5 collaboration. This is, of course, you could tell by looking at this little snippet of a video of a clip that it's unrealistic that that the console has a coffee dispenser within the console. That isn't possible at all. So just disregard this. But if something like this would be possible, I'll be down for it for sure. Let's see. Nope. 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 We got that. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing here essentially. Yeah, okay, that's about it. So, if you guys want to send us reader mail, here's how. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, or even any questions you may have for us by sending us reader mail on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/TheImpactPlay, or sending us an email to readermail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, we may even be featured or on our future episode or even our special reader mail segment of the show. So, thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play a part of your day. If you missed the live recording, don't be discouraged. This will be uploaded to YouTube and podcast services later on today. And if you wish to join our community server over on Discord, be sure to enter !Discord in chat now. We are trying to reach affiliate status over on Twitch, and we need your help. Share our channel with your friends, family, or even anyone whom believe will benefit from the show. Leave us a review, even just a rating on your favorite platform. Have a great one, folks, and until next time. And let me see if there's one thing worth mentioning. Oh yeah, we do have merch available now. So go to merch.streamelements.com/theimpactplay, or simply by clicking on the shop now button down below, or simply by typing !merch to view our options. We have t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and so on. And we're gonna have even more. And we even have a Patreon page set up, and we will be adding more benefits to it as well in the coming times. So go to patreon.com/theimpactplay, and these are just one of the many ways to support the show, to help us level up the show to where we want it to be, or to help us reach our goals, and to help us bring more guests on the show, to help us upgrade our equipment and so on. So we cannot do this without you, and this is honestly for you guys. We're just trying to create more content and help us create more experience for each and every one of you. Again, thank you guys so much. Have a great one. And this is Yagu signing off.